Welcome back to the OlimoLeague. It's the grand finals of the monthly finals. It's a best of 7 underway, and spawning here in the bottom left corner of the map, playing for MVP, it is YongHwa. But in the top right corner is going to be the Dead Pixels Blue Zerg player, True. Now the OlimoLeague I want to talk about here real quick is a tournament. It happens every single weekly. It happens because of you guys. There's a Patreon program for this. I really hope someone will link this in chat as they talk about it. But for as little as $1 a week to as many dollars this week as you'd like to be able to part your ways with, these players are able to play this tournament. It's really cool. Yes, there's other tournaments out there like the Leaf Fang Cup, but the OlimoLeague offers a very unique aspect. It's best of 5s at most. You've got limited map pools. You don't have to worry about playing on Nimbus, and it's loser's pick. Right now, the prize pool for first place in a weekly cup is $50. Not the prize pool, rather. The first place prize is $50, and the monthly prize is $250 for first place. That's what these guys are playing for right now. With the OlimoLeague being on the Patreon system, though, guys, Olivia's done a great job of actually outlining where every single dollar goes. You can see at which point Base Trade TV will get paid for casting, at which point the player prize pools will double, you know, things like this. So if you check out the Patreon page, maybe it might be worth something investing into. And I've said it before today, and I hope you're not bored of hearing it, because I'll say it again. If you're considering giving $5 at any point in your life to Base Trade TV, I'd much rather you prefer you give $1 every week to the OlimoLeague instead, or both, you know, whatever. Anyways, True doesn't get to do it this time, guys. His hatchery block shenanigans and his proxy weirdness has been shut down, and maybe now YongHwa can start turning this around. I really think at this point, like, YongHwa has got to be absolutely pissed off about that. The forge openers weren't working. True was handling it too well, and I mean, that last game came down to compositions more than anything else, but again, all that kind of spirals off the back end of wasting so much time, like losing out on essentially 1,000 minerals in the early game just because you're playing Ring Around the Rosy, pin the tail on the donk, you try to chase down that drone and stop the hatchery proxies. But third base gets taken here pretty quick, and he knows that this is no threat. He doesn't even have to scout this. There's no forge down, so with the Nexus on the way and the Gateway follow-up, True will be able to get away with droning for quite some time. It's really funny too, because like once upon a time, Gateway expands or fast nexus like this. I mean, these were unfathomable. You couldn't do this with Wings of Liberty back in the day. But nowadays, it's come to the point where if someone goes for Gateway expand, it doesn't actually mean a 4 gate off of 1 base. You can take 3 bases and play greedy as a Zerg player. Wasn't always the case. But takes that gas here pretty quick, starts mining off of it right away. Let's not forget, guys, as cool of a game as that was, and as macro-y as that got, True is still one of these players who's willing to do a big Ling all-in, a big Roach all-in if given the opportunity. I mean, we've seen some cool standard play, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be cool standard play. On Rectify says, the sponsors must be so proud. You guys are the sponsors! Don't forget, the OlimoLeague is brought to you by you guys! I just finished explaining that! I should probably close Twitch chat. It's such a distraction! I just want to, like, Kappa all day, guys. Kappa HD. I don't even have Twitch Turbo. F me. I'm the worst. I'm a big advocate of Twitch Turbo. I don't know if the Humble Bundle is still going on. They had a sale a little while ago for like $1 Twitch Turbos. That was pretty cool. I don't have a credit card though, so sadly I could not take part in that. Zealot is going to be chipping away here at the extractor though, so... Oh, the epic battle of the ages. Black goose spilling out of all sides, because red blood is banned. There we go, goes down, bam, boom. Meanwhile, Soccer also going to chase off the Overlord. Now, one thing YongHwa's been pretty good at dealing words in all of these games is I wouldn't say mind games, but more like hiding things from True, not letting him know the full story of what's going on. True's paranoia has been playing out really well, and you know, that Gateway all in on Merry-Go-Round really I thought was going to just be such a big I caught you off guard factor, but it didn't. So over the map where I do like Gateway all-ins a little bit better. Here we go, a lot of gateways coming down. But the key thing about this that makes a Gateway all-in so strong is it's not blink on the stalkers, it's force fields from the sentries. So see just how this all comes down to here. I mean, the Overlord's gonna get picked off, so he won't get to scout the main. you could assume, like, okay, he's dedicated a lot to stopping this, so maybe there's something up. Probe brought to that wall. Really key move there out of YongHwa as the stock was out of position. Had those run through the main, they would have absolutely seen those gateways. Meanwhile, Overlord in the main is also poked out, so he has no idea about this heavy gateway all in this coming his way. Again, 7 gates, folks. 7 gates. Oh, at least that's true. He's already looking for the proxy pylons. They're not coming down quite yet. Is he actually just like 7 gating into a fake third? I mean, this could actually be a real third. I mean, like, why take 7 gates and go for it this way, right? So, Dark Shrine finishes up here too. I think we're gonna see some pretty cool tactics come out. Pardon me, guys. I'm gonna sneeze for a moment. Sorry, I tried to do that off mic as much as I could. I actually rolled my chair about 4 feet over to the left, but I have loud sneezes. But the gateway comes down. I mean, the Nexus comes down. I mean, is this really not a fake? Okay. Lings are going to see this. Gateways try to come down to wall this off. Probe gets picked off, and he's going to be annoying, but he should be able to clean this up. But it's that Dark Shrine that I find so perplexing that throws me off on this. It's such an expensive building to go for if you were going for an all-in, if you were going to fake this out. And that's a lot of gateways to throw down if you weren't planning to actually invest into this. But still sitting at home with no proxies out on the map and no indication he's moving out. I mean, like, this 8 gates, like, 9 gates. This is a lot of dedication to hiding his true intentions. His true intentions. Sorry. But at the same time, we could just probe this up. Yeah, he goes back to probing, so... Yeah, he's actually just going to take this third instead. Okay. It's not a bad idea. Just a little confusing why he did the gateways first, but gives him the protection he needs, I guess, to warp it if necessary. Photon overcharge goes down, but these sentries have got nowhere to fall back to, so Dark Templar being warped in will be what saves the day, but then it also gives away the fact that there are Dark Templar in play, so this third base stands, and so will the natural. He actually puts a pylon down to guarantee that they won't break through, but yeah, where's the Overseers at? He's got Blink on the Stalkers. He could actually technically blink forward and pick off any Overseers and just keep letting these DTs go ham. Don't forget, Overseers go down pretty quickly to Blink Stalkers. That bonus damage versus Armored, yo. I guess the other thing too is, well, the Dark Templar might not be the most successfully sneaky units at this point because they've been given away. You can still turn them into Archons. You can still use them for that, but drone line here at the third starts getting picked away at. Yeah, like a nice little surround here. Cool. Not too many things actually died from this attack. Dang, the Kappas in chat are strong today. I made the mistake of saying that word. Oops. But okay, as he gets towards the main, there's actually no detection here, so he might get some more kills. Pretty quick to pull, though, should be true, I imagine. Yeah, he just pulls this off pretty quickly, so... He'll lose a couple of drones. This really shouldn't be too bad. Oyster doesn't need to get back up here with those Lings, but... You know, kind of in the way Mutila's acting this game, these DTs snuck by everything and bought him a lot of time. These Lings that would have otherwise been crashing into the third and flooding across the map, catching these pylons being built on the right side, don't and no longer are. And while he consolidates his forces, and believe you me, guys, Circuit Player's got a lot of army supply right now. I don't think it's that effective. Again, a couple of force fields will shut down a lot of this. Archons can be made. His opponent's on 9 gateways worth of production, so I mean, even if his macro slips, he can still make that up. I kind of feel like 9's too much even for 3 bases. It seems a little bit silly to me, but goes as high as 13 or 14. I guess if he's just really looking to get his production going, that's fine. I'm still just a bit shocked we don't have a little bit more dedicated harass. No all-ins coming out of him. Not to go off this, and not to beat a dead horse, but I guess go for that +2 weapon upgrades and just go for the standard style for this. True, in the meantime, in the past, has actually gone out of paranoia, like those fast infestors, the pathogen glands. I'm surprised we don't see that happening again. Unless that was like a very rare scenario where Impact told him, hey, he's going to go 3 Stargates on this map. You better get some infestors out. Whether that was the case or yet not, I don't know. But yeah, 30 more Lings coming from True to just keep accenting his army. Again, between Force Fields and Blink Stalkers, it should be almost impossible to actually connect to this army and kill it. If there's fungal growth, that's another story altogether. 3 fungal growth will just kill all the sentries. You don't even have to worry about micro, but... catches these roaches trying to go for a run by. Lings won't quite get caught as easily. There's a couple cannons here. Parting was actually showing us a lot of 3 cannons on every base back when he was playing 32 Boys 1 Cup, so it's definitely a move that can work well, especially on Overgrowth versus Zerg players who try to go for run bys. Never underestimate the damage of cannons, but out of position the way he is. A big flood of units coming in. This third base is going to die unless he recalls, and even if he recalls, that might not be enough. YongHwa's going to make a very hard decision. He does choose to recall here, but as we can see, he's losing about half of his units before they finish recalling in. That's the problem of a recall. It's got a small cooldown on it, and this is... Ooh... Doesn't quite get the nexus, but now the army's all split up, in tatters, in disarray. So he loses a lot of the gateways, and honestly I think that's okay. Not the biggest deal in the world. More cannons could and would come down following this up, but that was a great run by. Meanwhile, Dark Templar stood up once again. Are there overseers around? Looks like not the case. They were with the army, so he's not going to actually have anything to stop this. So if he's busy fighting, if True's busy fighting, and YongHwa, oh, he gets in there with those DTs, YongHwa's going to strip those bases clear. Changeling's dying like crazy. Oh no, the children's. Think of the children's. Level 3 weapon upgrades start behind this though. If you've got mass blink stalkers, and I really want to stress mass, with level 3 weapon upgrades, you can take on about any army in this game, as long as you control that blink correctly. But drawn out of position and Link slot into the natural. He's actually just going to pull drones aside, try to save this third. Cannons weren't done, and the stalkers, oh, he's got to be everywhere at the same time. Lots of zealots warping into the main, might be able to hold these Lings, hoping that they hold these Lings. Meanwhile, this Dark Templar has actually not killed that much. I guess the drones are pulled pretty quickly here. I was really expecting True to get distracted and caught off guard by this, but that's actually not the case. YongHwa just shelling away with these zealots, should be able to clean this up, and as he oh, tunneling claws came out. Didn't even realize this on the roaches. Sneaks back in here for round 2. Please note, you guys can actually see this if you're looking. It's hard to see on some surfaces, but as weird as that looks, you can see the roaches actually burrowed under the ground. Typically, though, you don't look for this. Tunneling claws are still a new thing that have only really been utilized within the last half a year of StarCraft 2. So, you know, while Terran players have been looking for observers since Wings of Liberty, that's actually not the case here. Not with these tunneling claws, at least. So it doesn't quite see them as easily. Damn, he just hit 100 KPM with a 22 Kappa record. That combo, the combo for the Kappa is real. Keep it up, guys. Good job. No, seriously, stop. I hate you all. You're ruining my Twitch chat experience. Lots of spine cars coming down here. I guess he's predicting a possible base trade, so it comes down to the natural, not wanting to play this out. But YongHwa's got so much at home. I mean, level 3 weapon upgrades finishing here very, very, very shortly. His blink stalkers are just going to be so strong, it's so difficult to deal with. Man, I gotta do this Kappa. I gotta put one in chat. That helps. Okay, True though, so many roaches. Will it be enough? There's no immortals, there's not a lot of sentries. He actually recalls back home. YongHwa does. I really wish he had gone for that third and then recalled though. I think like if he had killed this third, the damage he would have traded out would have been so very worth it. But at the same time, True's down to 38 drones. He's not trying to make any more. I think he knows this is an all-in, so not going to try and trade this out. Just a big slugfest going down with Blink Stalkers and level 3 weapon upgrades now complete. There we go. He should absolutely win this fight, win this game every single time. The blink forward, a little bit ballsy, going to cost him a couple stalkers, but I think at the end of the day, True is on the border of losing this game. I mean, YongHwa is still mining. Granted, both players' worker count's kind of in the gutters, but you don't want to ever be matched with a Protest player when it comes to production like this. You want to be ahead. You want to have more drones, more bases, more control. But the Observer actually sees this army coming around, so he'll be in position for it. There you go. Wheels a little bit early. Meanwhile, perhaps, I thought those were mutas. I was like, did he do a muta swap and I wasn't paying attention? Contaminates could go down. That could be cool. Maybe he's got a hell of a lot of energy on these, I'm serious. Yeah, guarantees no immortal's going to come out, so that's kind of a cool move. No detection's a little bit annoying. He's going to follow where he guesses that these roaches will go. Meanwhile, right side of the map, yeah, just tango in, I guess. Would love to see some Dark Templar come back into play. Yeah, Contaminate also means no more observers, I suppose, too, so limited area where these roaches can be seen. I applaud the efforts of True. He's doing some pretty cool stuff, but dang, this is not really working. Oh, shit. Oh, the Kappa's got really high now. 808? Oh, you guys are going nuts. You guys are going ham on chat. What's wrong with you? Do none of you people have lives? Jobs? God. It's a Tuesday after all. Who the hell has time to do a... There we go, 1,000! 1,000 KPM! Who has time to do 1,000 KPM on a Tuesday? But ne'er-do-wells and no gooders. No good doers. Ugh. I messed that up. Good job, guys. High five, everybody. Keep calm and cap on. YongHwa, though, man, oh man, it's taken a long time to win this game. Because True is relentless, but as we see, the Blink Stalkers have finally started to beat these roaches back, and those bro shenanigans are a bit no more. A couple of the lings pop off here, too. And with 109 supply over 67, GG's called. YongHwa ties up the series now 2-2.